Go live. Are we live now? I don't think I was even live. I've just done 7 minutes and we weren't even bloody live. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? Just put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me, please. Hello, Linda. I've literally just said hello to everybody and I'm not even sure you can hear me now. Have I just come on? Have I only just gone live like right now? Put a yes if I've literally just come on 1 minute ago. Yes. Brilliant. Hang on a minute. Going well already. Should we do the intro? Do you want to see the intro? Who gives a shit? Well, this is going well. Right. Let's do these hellos again. Hiya, Sylvia. I've literally just said hello to Sylvia, but I noticed I told the bloody thing that I wanted to go live right now, and it had to do because there's been a big update on OBS, and you know the last time I was here, I haven't been here for a long time. Blah 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 blah, and then I've had to do an update with OBS, and everything was kind of a little bit different. And then when I went live, I wasn't expecting that to be so bloody different. I almost had to log into YouTube and give Mother Hag commented. Hello, Mother Hag. She's here. Right. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, Pip. Grumpy Sapper's in the house. I sound so teenage. In the house. Hello, mate. Good to see you. I know your internet's slow, so I promise you I will speak slowly so you can catch it all up. Pam Kane, hello, mate. So good to see you. All these usual faces. Well, names, you know what I mean. You've got a face behind the name. I know you're real people. Yorkshire Pud, hello, mate. Lord Jim Dandy, long time no see. How are you, fella? I keep thinking about you and the turtle. You know when you take your dog for a walk, do you still see the turtles? You did, I can't remember if you were doing a video call with me and you saw the turtles or you sent me a photo, but I saw them. I was well impressed with that. I often think about you and how you're getting on. Kiwi wife, hello, mate. I have said hello to all of you up until this point, but clearly 7 minutes I wasn't even broadcasting. I knew I was going to face a problem. So many of the old gang here. You don't realise how much I appreciate your loyalty. I'm still just over 5,000 subscribers, and to think that this channel has been in hiatus for a year. Maybe more than a year. I've done like 3 or 4 videos and 1 or 2 live streams in a year, and we're all still here. So let's see what happens. I have got plans, but I don't want to make any promises. I will take questions. I know that some of you will have questions, and if you haven't, I'll give you the answers anyway. Because I have got some news that I would like to share, and an apology to Bernard Stonestreet, Major Stonestreet, the CEO of East Sussex Veterans Hub. Saw him the other day, but I've wasted a month, 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, and I still haven't done anything about the podcast for the hub. On top of that, I've got more news because there's another veteran who is doing similar work in Middlesbrough, although he lives in Sussex near me, and we got chatting, and he's actually purchasing properties to convert to get veterans off the streets, and he's not having any government grants. I don't know how he's funding it, but I've invited him on to do a podcast with me. But that won't be until after East Sussex Veterans Hub's podcast, because I owe them theirs first. So there is stuff in the pipeline that I'm working on. I'll get my hand gesticulating out of the picture. Yeah, hi Russ, hello Pip. Monty Mop, hello. Where's that gone? I don't know if I'm on the right channel. Can someone please let me know? Yes, you are here. How could you not know if you're on the right channel? Welcome, Mother. This sunshine has been glorious. Where's Monty? Willow the cat. Hello, Paul. You all right, mate? Good to see you. Where's Monty? Ah, there you are. At least I got my notification. YouTube is renowned for deleting notifications. Well, I'm glad you got your notification. That's nice to know. OBS could have been worse. Could have been IBS. Mate, I've got that as well. Yeah, I've got IBS. So I've got OBS and IBS. I used to have OCD. Then it got turned into CDO because that puts the letters in the right order. And now I'm just a lazy, messy bastard that couldn't really give a shit. I'm dealing with my triggers, you see. I want to deal with this chair. It's the most uncomfortable I have ever witnessed sat in. It is horrible. It just feels like a piece of wood. I've got a pillow behind me to help, and it's not helping. Maybe I need to double that up. Hang on a minute. Bear with me. Bit of lumbar. Who would have thought that sitting in a chair would be such a painful experience? Right. Haven't been watching much at YouTube lately. It's so toxic now. Yeah. There's a few channels that I enjoy watching, and a larger channel, a couple of larger channels. They all seem to be at each other's throats. I don't go there. I'm not going to mention any of them. But I hope it finishes soon. I really do. It's just not right. I know whose side I'm on. Where are we? Still there, mate. Oh, brilliant. The turtle's still there. Good. I dropped a turtle off earlier. Too much information? Just got an air raid warning on my phone. Oh. Well, yeah, you're in Dubai, aren't you? Bloody hell, man. Jesus Christ. Be careful out there, fella. You're looking good, Russ. Glad you've come back. Your channel is great. You're biased, but I'll take it. You're right. Sorry, microphone's right in front of my face. I'll take it. Nice to see you tonight, Mother. I don't know if I'm on the right channel. Yeah, you are. Hi, Mother Hag. There's a lot of love for Mother Hag, and this has just decided to not bloody work. There we go. It's working. You're welcome, Paul. Good to be back. We'll see what happens, shall we? See what happens. Hi, Mother Hag. Everyone's saying hello. I know some of you have been poorly. Some of you have been moving house, and you've all had your own. Two of you have moved house. I know that. 3 if you include Mother Hag, but that was last year. Freedom Dad, first time in your life, having a night off. Myself, looking forward to this. Well, sit back, mate. Get a glass of your favourite. I'm told this is a little bit like just going down the pub and having a chinwag with your mates. But because it's Friday, we will have a little look at what's been going on during the week. But I'm determined to make it light-hearted because the week has been bad enough, isn't it, for everyone else? got to go. Just wanted to say quick hello. Well, that was quick. Hopefully we'll have more time another day. Happy weekend, everyone. Take care, Monty. Have a good one yourself, fella. Please feel free to stroke the like button. And it's Fluffy Rabbit. Oh, dear. Oh, Kiwi's centering herself. That's nice. Hi, Orky Pud. Still got your cats? Of course she has. Urban Prepper, hello, fella. Good evening, Patriots. Abso-bloody-lutely. We are Patriots. I wouldn't say I'm a prepared Patriot. Most of the tins I've got in my kitchen have been there a few years already. And I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole. If the shops were to close tomorrow, I'd lose a lot of weight very quickly. This channel is very friendly with banter. If you're new, so welcome. It is Joe. Hello, mate. It's so nice to see you, all of you. It's just, we are a bit of a family. It's a lovely community. Hi, I'm not biased, Russ. You just don't realise how good you are. Oh, shut up. I love a cosy chinwag. It warms my cockles. Talking about warming your cockles, was it you that said something about standing over the Arga and getting something else warm? That picture is impregnated in my mind. Say hello to Rob. Agree, Sylvia. Bless you. You're all amazing people. I love you. Moving house. So 3 people moving house. That's 3 of you. Moving house, surgery. Yep. How's the knee? Stressed as you're more than welcome to swear, but spell it wrong. That's the only little caveat. I'm prepared. I have beer, barbecue, and a hot tub. Spoken like a true sapper, my friend. There's nothing like watching all these missiles flying over while you're in the beer, eating a burger off your barbecue, eating a beer in your hot tub, drinking a beer in one hand, eating your burger with the other hand, and just like enjoying the night sky. Fucking hell. Good for you, fella. Hope you're doing okay after surgery. Yeah, we haven't spoken for a long time, have we, Kiwi? I hope you're all right. It was swollen and you're on new tablets the last time we spoke. I hope you're doing all right, mate. What more do you need? Yeah. Don, Russ hates a compliment. Have I missed it? I'm sorry, Don. Thank you. I haven't seen it. I'm trying to scoot through these. You're writing quicker than I can speak. Linda, yeah, got a newcomer temp named Splodge. Bloody hell, you got another cat. It's a great name, though, Splodge. Legolas didn't return. Oh, no. Trap and Treat, Piewack. I love that name, Piewack. It never returned either. Oh, bless you. That's a shame. Where else are we? And a helmet, yeah. The barbecue. Yeah, we're all sorry they didn't come back. Laugh out loud. Props best that Sabbath. Yep. UK Urban Prepper. Now, you live in Wales, don't you, Urban Prepper? And you do your live streams in your front room in front of the fire? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Is it Simon? You did a couple of live streams with Richard, the bald explorer. I had him on here. I think it's Richard. I've got such a terrible head. Honestly, it doesn't work very well at all. Did you see the reporter nearly get hit by a bomb? Laugh out loud. Jesus Christ. Yes. Yeah, I'm surprised that shrapnel, all the rocks that were flying up didn't get him in the back. He was bloody lucky with that. It was meters away from him. That would help. I have actually got some stuff lined up, but I'm just spending a little bit too much time saying hello to you lot. No, that's someone else. We don't talk. Oh, good. In that case, I can say I unsubscribed to that channel. I did. I unsubscribed from him, and I can't remember why. He's probably a really nice guy. He went on with Andy the Gabby Cabby. He did with Richard as well, and I don't know why, but even nice people can rub me up and wind me up. So flag, it's a trigger, and I avoid them. So I unsubscribed. I didn't want to see him. So UK Urban Prepper, can I subscribe to your channel from that? I don't know. Well, I'll do it later. If someone can if one of the moderators can put a link to UK Urban Prepper's channel in the chat, I'll subscribe. That'd be great. Thank you very big. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mother Hag, and everyone. Yep. I'm doing my Eddie Izzard again. I do it and then I think of Eddie. I'm not copying Eddie. It's difficult. I did 3 tours with Eddie when he was funny. I did Circle, Glorious, and Dress to Thrill or Dress to Kill. And on all of them, me and the truck driver, it was the same truck drivers, we did the spotlights. So we saw every single show, every night, on every tour. And it's just, by the time I did Jim Davidson's spotlight as well. So it's difficult not to learn the gig. And you're on the headset and you're talking to the other spot op and the LD, who sometimes turns himself off and just leaves us to chat away because we know the cues. Well, we just got to follow them. Excuse me. And yeah, we would try and guess the next joke before the other person, before the other spot op. So yeah, we would keep going. Now I'll just going to share with you another little story. When I was on the spotlights for Anton Deck, I'm pretty sure it was Anton Deck. They did a song where they're sitting on the steps and one of them's pretending to play a guitar. I can't remember which one. I think it was Deck. And there was a McDonald's over the road behind us, and we were right up in the gods with the spotlight. I can't remember what town or city we were in. And I said to the driver, "You hungry?" And he went, "Yeah, I am a little bit," because we both missed dinner that evening. We were sleeping because we had a long drive after the show. And I said, "Well, when they do the sitting on the steps and doing the old guitar, and it was a sloppy, stupid, slow song, I reckoned I've got enough time because they weren't moving, I could lock my spot, I could run downstairs over the road, get us a couple of burgers and come back." And I managed to do it. They were just finishing it. They hadn't finished it, but they had nearly finished the song when I came back. And yeah, that's another tour story for another day. Loads. I've been reminiscing a little bit because I've been wondering where the hell my backstage passes are. Right, where are we? Knackered as per. I'm actually in bed using phone, which isn't easy. Laptop is better. You can put a laptop in your bed or on your bed. Right. I think I've caught up. You're all yeah, you're all chatting away. Right, let's do this. Am I going to hit the right button? I hit the right button. Rupert Lowe. I don't know who you're voting for. I don't care who you're voting for. I'm going to tell you who I'm going to vote for. And in fact, let's do this. You will remember I voted, or I wanted to vote for Reform when they started. Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib were both MPs with Reform. I wanted to be a councillor, and I was going to run for councillor for Rother. In fact, I was the only Reform idiot running for Reform in Rother, where I live, the whole area, which covers Rye, Bexhill, Battle, and all the surrounding countryside and everywhere. Not Hastings, that's separate. Labour bastards. But near here, we got Eastbourne, and there was another reformed guy called Chris with a K, and I went to his funeral. God bless you, Chris. So, yeah. And then what happened was Zia Yusuf, who's a Muslim man, and Farage got the Metropolitan Police involved in a fabricated story, getting Rupert Lowe questioned, having his guns removed. You're all familiar with this story. And there was no further action after however long it took, and Rupert was then duly kicked out of the party. Shortly after that, Ben Habib left because he was pissed off about the treatment of Rupert Lowe. I was incredibly pissed off about the treatment of Rupert Lowe, and I'm sure thousands of other people were too. But this was the thing that flagged it for me, that convinced me that reform weren't the way forward. And if you remember, when reform got officially recognised as a political party, which is where we're leading to with Restore, update incoming, everybody on social media platforms was saying, well, if you vote for reform, you're going to split the right. A vote for reform is a vote for Labour. A vote for reform is a vote for the Greens. A vote for reform is... Now they're doing it again. Now everyone is saying, if you vote for Restore Britain, you're splitting the right. A vote for Restore is a vote for Greens. A vote for Restore is... Bullshit. The biggest problem we have got in this country is the fact that 50% of eligible people do not vote at all. That is the biggest problem that we have got. So I don't care who you vote for. Please, just get out there. Don't take this as though I'm talking to you personally, people in the chat, as I'm doing this live right now. But if you're watching this on replay and you've never been to my channel before and you've never voted, please go and vote. Vote for the local elections and especially vote for the general election. Now, why is a vote for Restore not splitting the right? Here's the answer to that. My opinion, I may be wrong. Please let me know. Prove me wrong. A vote for Restore is what people were promised when they first heard of reform. Closing the borders, getting away from Brexit, implementing the Brexit that we didn't have. People forget Brexit happened 10 years ago in May. 10 years since we had Brexit, and every political party since then, the Conservatives, and now this idiot that thinks it's his government. It's not your government, Stalin. I can't stand that man. I really cannot stand that man. My government will do this. No, it's not your government. You were invited by was it the King or the Queen? I think Liz Truss was the last one to be invited by the Queen. Anyway, the monarch invites the leader of the party to form a government. It is His Majesty's government. You look at all the government websites, HM's been taken off it. They are that full of themselves. They don't even consider His Majesty to be a part of it anymore. That's another issue I've got with him. Don't get me on a rant. Don't get me on. It's a Friday. It's the end of the week. and I'm going to show you some good news with this kind gentleman here. You ready? You might be, but I bloody wasn't. Here we go.
Good evening, everybody. Friday evening. Some great news.
Yes.
Restore Britain is not only growing meteorically. This evening we have just received Electoral Commission approval as a registered political party. So that is fantastic news for all of us.
Bollocks.
We're intending to win the next general election. Although people laugh, I believe it to be the case that we will. And once we've won, we intend to basically create a clean sweep through Parliament in order to restore common sense and logic to the way in which this country is governed. So thank you all for your tremendous support. Go and have an early drink on a Friday evening, and let's continue to march forward together. All the best. Good evening, everybody.
You said
Friday
that, Rupert.
evening.
So, what do you think about that, ladies and peeps? I am over the bloody moon about that. I really am. And, yeah. Let's go. We have got, where are we now? We've got 3 years before the general election. In less than 3 years, Reform have got to where they are now. And everybody said, oh, Reform will never win. Now Reform have got more members. In fact, Reform have got more members than the Conservative. In fact, Restore have got more members than the Conservatives. I'm so up here with it. I'm going to be doing more videos on this because I am genuinely committed to it. And it needs more voices. That's what it needs. Angry Bootneck, brilliant. Paz49, brilliant. They're all on it. Dino Bain, I like Dino, but I think I'm pretty sure he's going. Yeah, he's Restore. Of course he is. He's a normal bloke. Who else is there? There's so many other channels, but there aren't enough. Not enough. We've got some big channels who are channeling hate and peddling all sorts of crap. So I'm not going to touch that. I've been there. I've seen it. I've done it. And we'll just keep our fingers crossed that I can keep my nose clean. Anyway, the sun is out. We're into summer, and it won't be long before we have the clocks going forward. And I just wanted to give a little public service announcement that if you're going to Wales, yes, I said it, then please look out for these little fellas. They are starting to hatch as we speak, so just be careful. Here's one that I did earlier. So yeah, just be careful of these little fellas, will you, when you're out for a walk, and we'll try and keep that quite safe. What else has happened this week? Well, this is why am I'm gonna share this one because it is it's funny. It's funny. The police have stopped using facial recognition after it spots more black people than other ethnicities. Essex police have paused the use of facial recognition technology after it identified black people at a higher rate than other ethnicities. The findings raised concerns about how the system operates and whether it is proportionate and fair. How can you have a technology implemented, and when it's picking up people who are recognised by the technology as being wanted, how could you then argue or question whether or not it is proportionate and fair just because of their skin colour? That to me, I'm going to say the word racist. That to me is racial profiling. If they're saying there are too many and they don't like it, It doesn't make any bloody sense to me at all. But it also leads to another question. The digital ID. If they're having so many problems with all the technology that they're implementing, why are they so vehemently pushing the digital ID? It doesn't make any sense to me at all, that. I don't know why I've got that one there. That is a conversation I had with AI. I can get rid of that. That is a very old one. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. And I can get rid of that. Okay, let's go back to one that I've got rid of. Go to my bookmarks. In fact, yeah, I will go to my bookmarks. There and there. And let's see what I've got in here under funny. Oh, this is quite funny. But of course it's
I ordered a book called How to Scam People Online.
Look at his
It's been
face.
6 months now and I haven't received it yet.
I don't know if you heard that. I think I cocked up the beginning. He ordered a book online about how to stop, how to scam someone. Was that what he said? Called How to Scam People Online. Yeah. He ordered it 6 months ago and it hasn't arrived yet. I had something else here for you as well. Where is it? Oh, this story is going viral at the moment. I just want to come back to the chat, see if I'm missing anything. Anger bang. See what you guys are up to right now. Joe, £3. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Aim high, vote low. Good slogan, that. Absolutely. Oh, wow. I'm so far back. Okay, here we go. Yes, we do need a catch up. We'll do one. You know I hate talking on the phone, but I hate so many bloody things. That's probably why we haven't spoken for so long. Because you know me. I'm sorry. Linda, it's the saddest part of rural life, feral life. Yep. Doesn't Russ hate a compliment? I mean, yeah. I don't like a compliment. It's just you get on with yourselves. Give yourself a compliment. Do you know what? I went out for. I had lunch today, and I'm prepping for this. I knew this was going to take me a couple of hours, and I needed a little bit longer, as it turned out. And I finished my lunch. It was lovely, really nice. And I had like half a can of Coke left, and I put that on the counter, and I just asked the lady behind the counter if she'd mind if I could leave that there while I go to the gents and have a quick wee. She said, no, that's fine. So she was busy scurrying about, and I came out of the gents, washed my hands. The hand dryer, oh my God, a bumblebee's wings could have done a better job. But fortunately, I came out and there was a big roll of blue roll. So I used that, walked up to the counter, and where's my can of Coke? Oh, she said, I'm so sorry. There was someone put an empty plate there, so we just picked up the can of Coke and got rid of it. And then she opened the till and tried to give me £1 and closed the till. I said, no. I was stuffed. I was full. I didn't want. She said, well, take the can of Coke out of the fridge and put it in your pannier. I said, no, I'm fine. And she tried to give me the £1, and I said, put it in the tips jar. So she put it. She took £1 out of the till and put it in the tips jar. So yeah, we were both happy then. So yeah, see how my mind is just all over the bloody place. What are you lot saying? Just quickly scooting through. Fucking Eddie Izzard again. There's one. Russ, did you ever meet anyone that gave you the creeps, knowing what we know? Yeah, I did. I won't mention anything more than that. Ooh, good luck with that. Rupert Lowe is the new Enoch Powell. I've got a feeling that a lot of people who were disingenuous, shall we say, about Enoch Powell are possibly going, do you know what? I think he was right. I think a lot of people love Rupert Lowe. He's a man of his word. Before he was unceremoniously booted out by lies and deceit from Reform, Nigel Farage was banging on about doing the gang inquiry. And of course, that's just another little U-turn that Farage did. He's done nothing about the gang inquiry. But here we are. Rupert has not only done it, he's extending it because he's had so many more people come forward. So he hasn't taken a bean from his wages as an MP, which is what, nearly just under £100,000 a year. Every month, his wage goes to a local charity in Great Yarmouth where his constituency is. And he changed that for 1 month only, where he donated it to Maggie Oliver's charity. Take my hat off to him, he says, with his hat on. He's going to save my shire. He is going to save. No, Jeremy Clarkson is going to save your shire. I think Jeremy Clarkson is very tempted to stand for Doncaster. And I believe that's pretty local to you. Wouldn't that be good? Where are we? Do you think all these parties will split the right vote? Risk is Labour get in by default again or by coalition. I don't think Labour are going to get in. I think Labour have only got there because 50% of people didn't vote. And because 50% of people didn't vote, the rest of the voting populace were that pissed off with the Conservatives, they didn't have an option other than Labour. And that's why Labour have got into power now. Be difficult to disagree with that. So moving forward, I think Labour have upset even the staunch Labour supporters. Keir Starmer has got the lowest rating of any Prime Minister in history. Fact. Absolute fact. Paz put it bluntly, and put it very well in a video I saw of his earlier today, where Keir Starmer reads his answers as though he's reading an instruction manual. He gives it as much emotion as though he's reading an instruction manual. And I couldn't have put it better myself. He's got no emotion whatsoever. There's a lot of stuff coming out from people within the party who are close, people that have been in number 10, saying that he's just charisma. He can't spell charisma. He has to read something time and time and time and time and time and time again. And he hasn't got the ability to come up with his own thoughts or ideas. How many U-turns has that man done? I mean, crying out loud. I am a member of Restore. Love the guy. I'm a member too. £20 very well spent. Trafalgar Square was a disgrace. When was the last time we saw Christians en masse in public? Never. You see one Christian in a shopping mall preaching he gets collared by the police. You see one woman in the street quietly praying, she gets arrested. It's disgusting what is going on, and it's there for all to see. But if we mention it, we're far-right hooligan thugs. Well, I'm sorry. I think Britain has had enough. That's up to you, Joe. I don't mind, just as long as you vote. That's all I ask is people vote. If that's where your heart is, that's where your heart is. I've got no problem with your heart. I know you've got a good heart. I just think Nigel Farage is a lying, manipulating turncoat. I really do. I just haven't got. And here's the main problem that I've got. And this, you can take it as racist if you like, but I don't think it is. I think it's an observation that I have a genuine concern about. Zia Yusuf is like the chairman of the party. He's the one with most money, and he's a Muslim. Not a major problem. He's not a radical Muslim, okay? But I don't know how deep his faith is. Nobody does. So, if Nigel was to do what he normally does and gets the party into a winning position and then leaves, who's going to be the leader? Lee Anderson or Zia Yusuf? Because if it's Zia Yusuf and they win the general election, all of a sudden, before we know it, we've got a Muslim Prime Minister. And then what changes? Because we see it with every single election. All the manifestos are there to drip feed us what we want. They tell us what we want to hear. And then as soon as they're in power, look at the current manifesto with Labour Party, the abortion up to birth for whatever reason. That was nowhere near the manifesto. And I'm sickened by that. That's murder. That is murder. And it's legal now. That needs to be a U-turn. That needs to be overturned. But that's sickening. 134 MPs voted for that, if not more. I think that's absolutely bloody disgusting. So that's one of my biggest concerns, Joe. Corinne, hello. I'll be voting for Restore, but could be a lost vote in Bexhill as they are very Tory here. They are very Tory in Bexhill. We haven't got any Restore councillors, and I'm not going to stand again for council. I really don't think I'm up for it. My stress levels, I couldn't tolerate it. Why is that decided to stop moving? Have we got to the bottom? Bear with me, guys. I have got some more fun stuff. Might go just over the hour. Bear with me. Oh, is Gary here? Oh, I've missed Gary. Hello, Gary. There he is. Tower Hotel. Hello, mate. Another regular. I've had a coffee with Gary. He's a good lad. He drives a truck. Sometimes comes to Bexhill. Right, let's do I have a friend up there, Norfolk. You're all talking to each other, really. Karen Murphy in, right. Hello. Evening, Russ. RUSS. You're welcome. And all in the chat. Hope you're well, Karen. Oh, wrong button. Talking of scams, be careful of scam posing as O2. Do not give email address to caller. They'll send email asking you to then verify, add address so can send you Virgin mobile SIM. Okay. Good little public service announcement. Thank you. Yes, he did. The thing is, his understanding of history was bob on. Until you understand history, you can't recognise what's going on at the present. And if you can understand the history and make sense of the present, the future becomes clear, crystal clear. That's just one of the things that I learnt in the army. They teach you how to teach yourself in the army. He was a great orator. The rivers of blood speech. Really. It makes you think straight away of Shakespeare. They're trying to decolonise the Shakespeare Museum. They're going to rewrite the descriptions on some of the things that are on show, and they are going to take away some of the things that are on display, and they're going to decide amongst themselves what might cause offence or harm to the visitors of the Shakespeare Museum. My argument is, if people are going to go and see and pay to go and see the Shakespeare Museum in, where is it? See how good my mind is. It's like a bloody sieve. Then, yeah, they should be there to see what was there. It's as simple as that. That's the threat to vote for reform. That's the threat to vote for reform, friend. Just vote. Russ is correct, in my opinion. Yep. Don't want to say I'm always right, but I do have me moments. Too many people think their vote doesn't make a difference. That's the problem. That's why 50% of people don't vote, because they think, well, I'm only one person. Well, if I was to look it up, there are experiences, there are votes, elections where the difference was less than 10 people. So one vote does make a difference. It really does. Or it can make a difference. If you want your voice heard, get out there. Labour won last time with less votes than they lost within previous elections. Says it all. Yeah, and he still bangs on about how he's got an overwhelming majority. Well, the only reason he got a majority is because the Conservatives had such a large majority in the election before. Fact. I haven't got time to go through all of these, because you watching me reading comments is just going to be a really boring. So let me go to something else that I've got. Let me clear that. And can I just make that smaller? No, that's made it bigger. I'm an arse. Wrong button. Can I go to, where is it? Where did I put it? Added videos. See, I moved there. Right. I'm going to put a link in the description. This is taken from X, but I've done a little bit of looking, and there is actually a YouTube channel where you can go and have a look at loads of these yourself. What it is I think he's a French guy, and he takes music videos, takes the music out, and puts his own soundtrack over the top of it. You know what I mean? You will when you watch this.
And you may look the other way, as we can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Whether your mother just staying alive, staying alive. Ha! 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 Staying alive. Holy fuck. Fingers are working on everybody shaking, and we're staying alive, staying alive. Ha! 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 Staying alive. I'm staying alive.
is this? And there it is. It just keeps on going into the ether. So the next one goes quite well with the background. And it is, of course, Spice Girls.
So tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want to really, really, really want to take a cigar. If you want to be my lover. She touched my butt.
She just kicked Ginger in the head.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I love that. I'm going to put you're saying you're getting ads. I'm sorry. Bridge, hello mate. Long time no see. I'm sorry if you're getting ads. I didn't specifically go through. I've forgotten how to do all of this. I set it up with OBS, and I haven't gone into my studio to turn the ads off for the live stream. Normally, I finish the live stream, then I turn the ads on. So if you're watching it on, I was going to say foreplay then, replay. Anyhow, I'm a dick. You know that. Get me words in the mucking fuddle. Cat just jumped out the window. Oh my God. Oh, hang on. I'm not on the right one, am I? Camera and chat. Cat just jumped out the window. Ouch. Is that because I put the Spice Girls on? I hope you don't live in a flat. I hope the cat's all right. How are things, Russ? Well, how much time have you got, Bridge? Let me get comfortable. Well, that's not going to happen. Not in this bloody chair, anyway. I'm in pain. I feel like doing an extra 7 minutes because I was 7 minutes late coming on. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, love you and leave you. And since we didn't have the intro, I think it's only fair that we have the outro. So I can't tell you when I'll be back. I'll try to do next Friday, but I will be in Dorset. I'll be coming back from Dorset on Friday, so we may not be here Friday next week. But let's see the week after. If I get back in time, then we'll do a short notice next Friday, all right? But if I don't, I'm not going to break my neck for it, all right? All that's left for me to say is to say thank you to everybody, all my moderators. Thank you for turning up. I haven't seen Bloodnose. I hope he's well. And Alice. Who the fuck is Alice? That's his wife. And who else didn't we see? Didn't see Vic. I was going to send him a text, my oldest friend. So, yeah. But it was wonderful to see everybody that did make it. So, take care, guys. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you when you're older. Take care. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, living you, giving up. Goodbye, the time, ta 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 ta.